The act calls for a fixed pupil teacher ratio 30:1 or 30 student per teacher. The act mandates improvement in quality of education through teaching learning materials. Not only that you are teaching, but you have to use the teaching learning materials, like in example of geography you have to use maps, charts, globes, etc., etc. Financial burden shall be shared between central and state government. So whatever the expenses of the school, that should be shared by central and state government. Then violation of RT. The RT is a part of the directive principles of the state policy under Article 45 of the Constitution. A violation of this act may result in legal action against the offending party. So the National Commission for the Protection of Child Rights safeguards rights provided under the act. The states have been directed to constitute a state commission for protection of the children education. So that is Commission for Protection of Child Right, SCPCR, or the Right to Education Protection Authority, REPA. So both these two authorities inquires into complaints relating any child's right to free and compulsory education. If that is not solved, they can go to High Court. First, they will complain to this authority. Someone asked me in the group, if RT is violated, what should someone do? I gave the answer, I gave the direct answer, they can go to the High Court. But before that, they can also apply their complaint here or register their complaint here under these two authorities, SCPCR and REPA. If that is not solved here, then they can go to High Court. That will be the last step. Then, implication of law. The passing of right of children to Free and Compulsory Education Act 2009 ensures the opportunity for every children to get a equal elementary education. The state, with the help of families and communities, has to fulfill this commitment. So basically the state have to work with local authorities to improve the condition of the education, especially in rural areas. The government's commitment to ensure elementary education for all children aged 6 to 14 years also seen its ambitious program named Sarva Shiksha Abhijan. It is the government flagship program for achievement of universalization of elementary education. Then, Right to Information Act, RTI. Another act which came into force on public demand was the Right to Information Act, RTI, in 2005. What is RTI? RTI is an organization who gives you certain answer that you want to know about. It is an act that provides a legal framework of the citizens' democratic right to access information under the control of public authorities. If you have any certain questions or a particular questions, you can ask to RTI. They will provide you with some answers. It also aims at promoting transparency and accountability in the functioning of every public authority. This act gives people the right to access government records, documents, memos, opinions, advices, press releases, circulars, orders, long books. So basically, whatever you want to know about our government, about our legislature, about our particular topic of a country, so you can know by applying to RTI. Obviously, the question have to be valid. Then advantages of RTI, very important. Promotes openness or transparency, accountability in the working of every public authority. then reduces corruption, prevent administrative arbitrariness, make citizen part of discussion making process. So they involve the citizens and they give the particular knowledge about a particular subject, strengthens the foundation of democracy. So it basically improves the democracy by transparenting the news or the laws.